Today I want to show you how to take a nice little accent table. I turned it over, so this is my bottom side. I want to put a bevel on this, so I'm going to show you how to do that today with a hand plane. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to make sure that my plane is genuine sharp, and I'm going to take this bevel that I want to put on here because this is about 1 5/8" thick. I want it to look a little narrower from the sides, a little more delicate. So I'm going to come in probably about this far. Let's call that 2 inches maybe, and just strike a line there. So my bevel is going to come up to that line, and then I'm going to go out here on the outside of it. I'm going to come down maybe 1/2 inch. Mark a line on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything off between those two lines. So my bottom will be flat here. My edge will have an angular profile on it. Pretty simple to do. Again, I've got my plane, so it's really, really scary sharp. Let's put a bench dog in here. Let's put my little bench top vise in the other end of it. Let's go like that. Let's go a little further. And there we go. Now we can lock our bench down. We can lock our top right down onto the top of our bench like that. Let's take this out, lower that just a little bit further, keep it out of the way of our plane. There, now locked to my bench. I can come in here and get that angle and just pull all that off like that until those two lines meet. I'm just approximating what that angle is going to be to connect those two lines. Now obviously we'll go all the way around the table with that. As you can see, we're getting a nice little bevel on there. We got this plane set kind of deep, so it's taking off a good bit. And as you can see, we're pulling this side down, getting our bevel on. We're just about down to our line there. We'll keep going to get just where we want it on that line. Make sure we get pretty close. Real close. We're happy with that. And then I'm going to transition to doing the top up here. Go more towards that line. And then we'll just pull that surface nice and flat. And as you can see here, I put a mark on their end to give the indication of where we're actually going to be. So we're coming up on that real quick. Working on this, getting toward the top line here. Now we're real close to where our two lines are going to meet. We're taking off all the material between those two lines. We just got a little bit more to finish it off and get this nice and flat. Almost there. So I'm going to stop right there. I like that angle. I like the bevel on there. We're close to both of our lines. We could take it a little bit further, but the more I look at it, the more I like that dimension. So that's where we're going to leave it. So what I did is I drew a line on the side for my depth. I drew another line on the top for how far I wanted to come over from the edge. I just connected those two lines. We're very close to it by taking off everything in the middle with a good old trusty hand plane. So yeah, I could have done that on the table saw, but I'd rather do it on the with a hand plane on the bench here and all. Obviously, we're going to go down and do the ends, both ends, do the opposite side. And then when we turn this over and set it on our table base, it's going to look like it's a little narrow, a little more delicate. Just a neat way to put a cool bevel edge on the bottom of our tabletop. If you got questions on that or comments on it, leave them down below. We'd sure appreciate it.